Okay, in this video we're going to do one more layer with these different hues, and then we're going to do a little bit of layer styles to make this really pop out. So I'm going to come over here again, another hue and saturation adjustment layer, and I'm going to shift this again. So I want to kind of find this something very different from the others, so it feels a little bit more unique and kind of stand out a little bit more. Let's go to something like, I'll just try this one for now. I'm going to turn this off. You can see here, if I turn this back on, this is green and purple, and the rest of these are very different. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't kind of way off. So now again, select my little mask, Control I to invert it, and now I'll go back to my little polygonal lasso tool. I can decide where I want to have one. I want to have one right smack dab here in the middle, so I'm going to tap, go up, come over here, tap, and come back down, tap, get my brush, B, throw in some color, right? Deselect. I'm not going to put one there, obviously, because then it'll just be one giant thing. I'm going to come over here, maybe I'll grab this one, tap. I'm just doing my best to kind of like be close to where the other triangle ends. It's not exact, but you get the idea. B, throw some color in there. Okay, deselect. And I'll do one more on this side. So L to get my lasso tool, come over here, boom, boom, boom. Brush for B, and then knock that out. Deselect. Okay, so now we have some craziness going on here. I want to do a little bit more down here as well, so I'm going to do one of these rows of flowers. So I'll go back to my regular lasso here, because this one I think is a little bit more bumpy, so it makes sense to kind of, you know, use the lasso that's not 100% of a straight line, just because I want to pretend that it actually is you know, doing what it's supposed to do, that it actually is these flowers that are changing colors. So I'm just going to come back here and let go, brush, boom, throw on some colors that way, right? And deselect. All right, I'll do these over here too. L for lasso, do the best I can. And again, if I have to deselect a little bit or paint some of that out, I totally can. It's not really a big deal. And then just hit B for brush, paint, right? Deselect. So now we have, again, wide variety of colors here. There's these two rows on either side are the exact same color. So I'm going to go to one of my previous, my second one here, the one that I just did. That one I didn't do anything with down here, so I'll just get my lasso and make this one of them, because I do want to avoid any obvious like symmetrical colors here. I want this to feel a lot more like, you know, random. B for brush, paint, there you go, deselect. So now I have a lot of weird stuff happening here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is try a little bit of a layer style thing, a little bit of an inner shadow or something like that to kind of make it feel like we have different things here. Who knows how it's going to look. Let's go here to this top one. I'm just going to double click in this empty spot here to bring open my layer palette, my layer style palette, and I'll just go here something like inner shadow, right? I'll hit reset to default, so it's a little bit more, you know, recognizable. And you can see here, nice little inner shadow. That's really all I want. I'll just hit OK. I'll go here. Now, if I want to have this exact same style on these other two, instead of having to go through all that again, I can simply right click on this layer that I just worked on, choose copy layer style, go here to this next layer, right click, and choose paste layer style. I can do the same thing here. Click on this layer, right click, paste layer style. So now it's everywhere, right? So again, here we were in the beginning, right? Here we are now. It's just a very different type of look. But the important thing is just to understand, A, that we have these adjustment layers that can filter down through everything. And then we can use masks as a way of kind of isolating their effects to specific areas that we ourselves choose. Right? So hopefully that was helpful.